What's up, everybody? It's me, MBD, here with the King of Town, and we're playing Shadowrun Returns. King of Town, how you doing?
I am doing, we'll say that I'm doing alright and move on. How's that?
Fair enough. Cryptic. So, answer about that in the comments. What do you think the King of Town's actual problem is right now?
Could be anything.
It could
you won't
be
guess
anything.
This one.
You'll never guess. Alright, so we are, when we last left off, we were entering the Seamstresses Union. King of Town, you want to give us a little rundown of this load screen?
Yeah, we'll talk about this load screen, and by talk about, I mean read from. So,
Right.
Here's the Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity.
That's a good place.
That is a good place. I bet there's a lot of money to be made in a place like that.
Absolutely.
Bums huddle together, gangsters strut the streets. Sounds like a pretty effeminate thing for a gangster to do, but
I wouldn't say that to their face.
No, I might,
Well,
but I'm
you
not very
might.
smart, so...
Yeah, well, there you go.
And the occasional salaryman comes slumming. So, for what those of you who don't know, salarymen are people who work for corporations. They're like, well, no, that's it. That's what they are.
There's nothing more to them.
No. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. That's kind of... The descriptions in here are a little bit... jaded. Wow. Alright. Very fitting.
Yep.
Let's see. Wild ivy grows out of the gutters, adding to the effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everybody knows your name, but keeps it to themselves.
This is my kind of place.
I think I would fit in a place
Continue.
like this.
I think you would too. We're about to find out. Karma
Mama
Games
Pop?
2. Gain some
just-
karma. Let's spend some karma. You got 5
What do we
karma.
have? We have
5.
5 karma.
You could raise your strength to a 5. Or we could hold on to the karma.
I think it's better to raise the melee weapons to a 4.
Alright, we'll do that. Or close combat
Or
to a
close
4. you mean.
combat. Right.
Overwatch. Oh, yeah, because it gives you Overwatch. Overwatch with melee doesn't seem that great, but...
Well, what you do is you stand by a door that a bunch of people are coming through.
Oh, there you go. King Town knows what's up. Alright, welcome to the Seamstresses Union. Let's take a look around. Let's talk to these people. Let's talk to Cherry Bomb. Let's get us a drink.
So let's talk about kind of what Seamstresses Union is in this game, because it's a bar, obviously.
It is a bar, and let's not get too into it, because that does get explained through these, the next kind of conversations we're about to have. So,
True.
Well, so, alright. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure. It's a hard note to hit. Hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She gets on her toes to look over the bar at you and smiles big. Hey down there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Wow, it actually changes her dialogue by the fact that you're a dwarf.
I've played... This is obviously only dwarves in this game, so
It's
I did not
changed
know that.
slightly. She doesn't say hey down there. I think if you're a troll, she says hey up there.
Ah. Maybe if you're just human or elf, it's hey there.
Yeah, it's probably just hey there.
Probably just hey there.
The little touches are nice.
The little touches are nice. Well, and that's a big part of what made a lot of this style of game so great. Games like Fallout, where... And Baldur's Gate, where details in conversations can have... I don't know, effects. I don't know if that's how this game works, but one of the campaigns will be like that.
Exactly. And, it's one of those things where when you have the voice acting, you kind of lose out on the opportunity to do that as many times. So,
Well, yes, because voice acting is so expensive.
Very is. So what do you want? What can she get for you there, Mama Pop?
I don't know, a date?
She wants
How
a
about a
date.
date?
How about a date?
Let's go out.
She giggles with practiced ease, the elf girl next door. Like, she's just laying it on thick. That's sweet.
Nobody ever asks me that around here.
I like it when the bartender or waitress puts on the show. Even though I know it's the show. It's clearly lying to me, but go ahead. It's part of
yeah.
what I'm paying for.
It's about the experience. It's kind of like going to a strip club. It's a transaction, and you know that.
All right. Something. I'm off the menu. Drink?
Mama Pop drinks whiskey.
Yeah, she does. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arms hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Also, you eavesdrop on them.
Brett.
You want to be Shane, King of Town?
I guess I could be Shane.
That looks like
What's
he kind of
Shane's
looks like
deal?
you.
I mean, he's wearing glasses.
Yeah, he kind of looks like you.
He kind of looks like
But
me.
you have that factor involved. Go ahead.
Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper's out there, and he's real. The last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. Seems like that shouldn't have been a paragraph break, but anyway. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think.
I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH frickin' D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ojimans. Okay. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. She's talking about prostitution. So what do you want from me?
I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that.
I don't
That's
like where this is going.
That's creepy sounding.
Yeah. I've heard this all before.
This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood.
Cherry Bomb's face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. What? Some of the writing, it's like I go from loving the writing to thinking it's so dumb in like spans of seconds in this game. So I think overall I love it.
I think if you read it as if this were kind of like a gritty detective novel or something, it
really
feels better
works.
because then you can say it's intentionally campy and forgive it.
Yeah. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can't afford their membership fees and voluntary donations, air quotes.
This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World.
I don't know about this. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlives and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. See, there's a lot more to her than meets the eye.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I bet. Sorry, I got interrupted.
Yeah, ask her for boyfriend, friend, religion.
Alright. Her pretty eyes narrow, something like that. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge?
Do I look like a cop?
No. She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby, you look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in. Something I can help you with?
Yeah, I got a few questions.
Yeah. Ask away. We'll just go down the list here. Tell me about this place. Some come here for the booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. I knew this was my kind of place. The Union seems to attract people like you. Alright, who was that guy? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with him. I was happy for him, until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Alright,
Why is it that anybody who joins an organization that has brotherhood in the title basically automatically flips their shit and loses their mind?
Yeah, it doesn't go very well. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? She's a shaman? Name like Coyote? No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. I mean, I guess. That's one way to get a nickname. Her face falls. She's been missing for a couple days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. All right,
Ever
what
hear
about
the
my,
name Sam Watts?
yeah, what about my boy Sam? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. All right, what about when he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. All right, who's in charge?
Yeah, who's in charge?
That'd be Miss Kuwabata? Kubota? Kubota?
I don't know. We're gonna make up something to put in there every time we read it.
She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Whiz. I don't like that's like thanks for the intel. That's a terrible slang. Gutter punks have to stick together. Hey, come on. That was
I think Wiz is short for wizard, which I remember you trying to bring back not too long ago. Maybe you should reconsider.
I don't remember that. I have no memory of that. All right. So, you see here this ghost of the grizzled veteran. Not everyone's going to have this guy. This is one of the Kickstarter backer rewards.
See, I didn't have him in my playthrough.
Yeah.
What's his deal?
Is
he a real ghost?
He's a ghost, and only you can see
He's a ghost at the bar.
Right. He's actually a ghost of the creator of Shadowrun and the guy who was, like, a producer on this game. And what he does is you talk to him, and he will tell you the story of how he came up with Shadowrun and, you know, the whole story. And then he'll give you some stuff, too. I'm not going to spend time, because he talks for a long time, so we're not going to go into this. If people are interested, let us know in the comments, and we will do a separate video which goes through everything he says. So we'll talk about that later. For now, I'm just going to say, what you got for me? Look at this. See? Gave me a grenade.
I like grenades.
Yep. Alright, talk to you later, buddy. Alright, what else we got going on over here? Let's take a look. Gin Parks.
Alright, what's your deal?
The Asian woman's expression reads, open for business. But her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. Oh. Well, she has a jack on her neck, a gun in her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower, something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Alright, what you got?
Show me what you got.
Weapons. Machete. Need a machete.
Yep.
Need to upgrade from that baseball bat. That's not flying.
Mm-mm.
Now we'll carry around both, why not? Alright, what else we got going on?
Looks
Mr.
like some kind of
Cluey.
bouncer.
Yep.
Mr. Clue.
Clue? Yeah, I guess we'll go Clue. Alright. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Okay. Welcome. Please behave yourself. He's a well-mannered troll.
Yeah, he is. He looks pretty good for a troll, too. Like, look at that face.
Yeah, he's not bad.
It's like a almost human face. It looks more like a demon face than a troll face.
Kinda does, yeah. Alright. What do you want to say to him?
It's a funny place for an architect to put a wall.
You're gonna make fun of him. Good job. Load bearing 2. he takes it in stride. I like that.
I like it, too.
You have business here?
Yeah, I'm looking into the death.
Just looking right into it. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age.
Figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out from time to time.
Any friend of yours, right?
Right.
Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say.
I love artful euphemisms.
Mm-hmm. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually. He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. It's always over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Alright. Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem. Bouncers are useful.
Bouncers are useful. They're good
Johnny
people to know.
Clean! Johnny Clean. What a great name Johnny Clean is. The man is
Johnny
dressed like
Clean.
the
janitor.
The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eyes that says he's more than just a maintenance man. You have to be Johnny Clean. Johnny Clean is all up your alley.
Okay. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, I am. I'm new.
First time.
Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. Sure you are, Johnny Clean.
Yeah, sure.
Sure thing.
What's up, Nog? Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. He knows it's you! Your majesty.
He does know.
Mutter blah blah
Breaking
blah.
the fourth wall.
You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Magical wares? Alright, let's take a look, I guess. You have no interest in it. You can't do anything with this.
No, thanks, but no thanks.
Sorry, Chief.
Who's got weapons?
We already looked at the
Oh
person
wait,
with
we already
weapons.
looked at weapons.
You got a
armor?
machete.
That's what I need.
Yeah, I don't know. Watches you as you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your own peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. I don't even know how to say that word. Konbanwa?
Sure.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's true what they say, good things come in small packages. Are you enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty of women for you, like you, to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business?
Oh, I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs.
Alright. But not tempted enough? Tell me, Ome, what is it you're looking for?
Information.
She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, eh? Oh,
I learned that from, I don't know, G.I. Joe?
Yep.
I wonder if she watched G.I. Joe.
Maybe. Got those retro chips. So Ka, and why should I help you?
I don't know. Jake could have sent me.
Alright.
Jake did send me.
I'm glad to hear that Jake Armitage is alive again. He lives an interesting life. Very well, if Jake sent you to me, I will help you. What do you want to know? Well, what about Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough Nuyen to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. It's rough. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him. Except Coyote.
Nobody liked him.
Yeah. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working the bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Alright. Why is it called the Seamstresses Union? It's a good question.
That is a good question.
During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. Oh, I get it.
So this is a bar and a whorehouse.
Yep.
My kind of place.
When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there. And thus, a rich tradition was born. So
She's the madame.
Yes. You were a former seamstress? No, perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. Alright, well, where's Coyote?
Yeah, where's Coyote?
Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. Well, why? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know there is always someone more dangerous. That is just
False.
so true. No, false? You say false?
No.
No
Mom,
one
Pop.
one more dangerous than Mama Pop.
No.
Her room is upstairs if you're looking for her. I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have an action on my conscience. Here's the key. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go rifle through her underwear drawer,
Yep.
I guess.
Heading upstairs. Seamstress's Union. Locked door. If you're Decker, you can hack this and get in there, and there's like money and stuff in there.
Yeah, that's not me.
Nope. Is this her room? Maybe it's not. Doesn't look like I can do anything in that room.
Nope, it's just there for, I don't know, space taking up. So the only room up here isn't the one that you need to go to.
Yeah. All right. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Yeah, me too.
It's true. I've
The
seen
stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Hey, me too. Wow, I like this girl. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. All right. Just rifle through her bed. Coyote's bed has a diary with several pages sticking out of it. Oh, a diary. Alright, open the first page of the diary. There was a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Are we going to read these diary entries?
I guess I don't really want to, but...
Oof. I am not going over this here. Alright. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. Who's Paco? It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at Seamstress's Union, but he still goes on these runs with these bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. Okay, great.
Sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, it does. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on.
So wait. So the illegal arms dealer downstairs gives receipts?
It's not an illegal arms dealer, I don't think.
I mean, she's dealing in the middle of a seedy bar. I can't imagine she's like a licensed firearms dealer.
You don't know that.
That goes explicitly against the rules.
Look at the picture. Picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she's smiling. The back of the photo says Shadow. Alright.
Okay.
Inspect the receipt. A COD receipt for a special order 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium. Alright.
Zebra meat? That sounds tasty, I guess.
A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of some numbers. Alright, cool. Let's open this safe then. She's not going to be needing her safe anymore, I don't think.
No.
Broken mirrors hiding a small safe. Input the code. Safe beeps cheerfully in response and the door comes open. Don't put your safe combination in your freaking diary.
It's like the first thing they tell you when you go to the bank. Don't write your PIN number down anywhere.
Yeah. We're just send that to the stash. Another grenade. Alright, what's here? Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished out of a junkyard. Doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust cake fans to spin up, only to display on screen password. Password recovery. What was your first childhood pet? Oh, this is where you're supposed to read the diary and learn this stuff.
Oh, this is Shadow, the snake.
Yeah, the snake, yeah. What's your favorite musical act? I wasn't really reading.
I don't think that was in there.
Starfire. What's the name of your hometown?
Chicago.
Chicago. Answer stored. Password has been reset. Never write down your password. Cool. Calendar. 3 days
Get
ago.
some karma for that.
Yep. Meet with Dahlia about gig. Today, meet Paco for a date at Pike's Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Alright. Coyote's contact list is exactly 1 entry. Someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This doesn't seem like a very useful list of contacts. Yeah, history. Quick scan of recent searches show that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. That's an interesting thing to be reading about. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. What do you suppose is more than a casual interest in action figures?
I don't know. It could be those like naked action figures.
I suppose.
That would be more than a passing interest.
I suppose as well. Alright. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, there she is. What's up? How can I help you? Who's Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He's a good kid and a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long, unless your mama pop.
Unless your mama pop. I don't run with gangers.
Yeah, you're better than that. Maury's Meat Emporium. I am no vegetarian. No, I am a vegetarian.
Really?
Right. Interesting. Do you know Jin Park sewed Coyote a gun? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Alright.
Oh.
It's got a date with Paco. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Words I can't say. Good luck. Alright, cool. I guess we're gonna go on a date with Paco. Hey, baby. I know I wasn't what you were expecting, but I'm Mama Pop.
I think he's gonna be shocked when his brown sugar fails to show.
Maybe.
Instead, gets grizzled dwarf.
Hey, lady. Got some extra outfits. Oh,
Yeah.
I do like
Yeah, bro.
outfits. Okay, yeah.
Scroll up to those. How much money do we have? We have enough to buy.
We could buy... none of these look that great.
But they're all armor. We need the armor. One of the armor 4 ones. The only armor 4 one, probably.
Yeah. Let's do that. It's expensive, but let's do it anyways. Confirm. Alley Punk. 3 hit points. Put it on.
Yeah, we went from armor 1 to armor 4.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you look awesome. Look at that.
Oh.
It's gas mask on. Alright. Let's head out.
Nobody will think I look suspicious wearing this.
Actually, the thing is, nobody would.
No, that's true.
That's just like a totally normal thing to look at. The Pike Place Market. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. I don't know which one I prefer. Compared to the... Well, it depends on what kind of mugging, I guess.
Well, and if you can do some counter mugging, because,
That's a good point.
You just have to pick on the littler guy.
Yeah. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Baron, the downtown's area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadow of massive corporate archaeologies. For many, these are archaeologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal, a melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab.
I would like to run into some of those haves and then turn them into have-nots. That's making me a have.
Yep. What's this guy? What's your deal? Patrick?
Patrick. Hey, Pat.
The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with a full and complete undivided attention. Ma'am, you are a beautiful dwarf, but you could be so much more.
Yeah, what are you selling?
Yeah, he's clearly selling something. I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life.
Okay. I'll bite. What are
What's
you
your
talking
deal?
about?
The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the Sixth World. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets of a better life shall be revealed to you.
No, I don't think so.
Something tells me we'll be dealing with the Universal Brotherhood at some point.
As much as we've seen about it, yeah, most likely.
They're going to be causing problems. All right.
Gonna be an issue.
Or we're going to be causing problems with them, whichever.
Right.
Paco,
Somebody's gonna have problems.
Your
and I'll
date
be
is here,
oh,
Paco.
What up, bro?
Kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the streets and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increased agitation. He looks over as you approach.
Yeah. I would expect anybody that I was walking up to looking stern to be a little bit anxious.
No doubt.
Are you Paco?
Yeah, you Paco. Might be. Who the hell are you?
I'm the one who's gonna pretend that you have better manners.
And I need you to tell me why you think that's my problem. I'm not her boss. Find her yourself.
I guess I will take the only response possible.
The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. You were about to be sorry. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her.
Do you know... Let's see. I don't know, just asking questions. Mr. Delilah.
I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drek. I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it. What
Slow down, Paco.
The Royale Apartments. The landlord...
The Royale.
Stevie J runs a drug ring out of that hellhole.
Stevie J.
Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Lila was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job, I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her, there's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over. You coming?
Yeah, I'll help you. You better be able to fucking handle yourself in a fight.
Of course I know my way around a fight. Stevie J better be ready for a world of hurt. Paco curls his hands into a fist. Now let's get moving. The Royale is just a few blocks from here. Okay. I think we earned some karma. We get 7 karma. We should spend that before we go anywhere. What do you want to spend it on? Strength, body?
Spend it on... Spend some of it on melee weapons.
Okay, spend 4 of it on melee. That's all we can do then.
That's fine.
Alright, moving on. Spending karma. Alright, we'll go this way then. We're also supposed to find Maury's meat emporium. With that zebra meat.
The zebra meat.
Oh, look, right there.
Oh, there's Maury's meat emporium.
Convenient. Hi, Manny. Wait, where's Maury? The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. Pictures on the back of the... Yeah, paranormal. Hellhounds and stuff. The picture of the back of the stand features a much older version of the man in front of you. Oh. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. Just had a question.
Everything cool here?
Yeah, everything's swell. Manny continues to stare daggers in Paco's direction. The name's Manny. What do you want?
I have this receipt for some meat. Can I have it?
Yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was coming for it. Here, it's all yours now. Oh, we got zebra meat.
So what would somebody buy zebra meat for?
Knowing that I just bought some, now I'm questioning.
Right, now I want to know.
Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds.
Okay.
The Flamers go crazy for that stuff for some reason.
The Flamers.
Right. Oh, Drek. That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. And if she never picked it up... Whatever. Anything else?
Yeah, what's your problem with Paco?
Why don't you ask him?
Hey, Paco, what's the deal?
What the hell that's supposed to mean? It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our yen. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in the hospital. Look, not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyways. I couldn't do dreck about that even if I wanted to. Tell that to my dad. Don't have time for this. Need to find Coyote. Alright, let's go. We'll find Coyote. See you later, Manny. Thanks for the zebra meat, I guess.
Looks like a crime scene.
Yep.
Was that our good friend?
It is. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman dead on the pavement behind the police line. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no, is that Coyote? This isn't happening. God damn it. Pull yourself together, asshole.
Yeah, pull yourself together, kid.
No, it's not her, thank God. Look, let's not hang here too long, alright? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad whatever happened here. I'm not going to let anything like that happen to Coyote.
It's been like 2 days, dude. You might be way too late.
Yeah.
2 days is a lot of time to kill and mutilate somebody.
Yeah. Officer Landers.
Hey, buddy.
A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene behind. Behind her, you spot the lively face of Organ Grinder's Corner in Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier.
Yeah, I'm here to see the coroner, Dick.
And who might you be? That's you, buddy.
Oh.
That's you and your random, constantly changing accents.
It's alright, officer. She's with me.
Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay, then. Make it quick. Nice.
Hello, Justin.
What's up, buddy? What's going on?
So what brings ye out here? Not on the trail of that dead man's killer, are ya? No, hardly. Who is this? Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose.
Alright, what do you know about the victim? Don't do that slow one again. That one sucked.
It takes too long. Okay. Hold on. No, we're just gonna read this. It seems like there's gonna be a lot. Well, not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours, I'd say. Her name was Lucy Warden. Worked at this... What's that, Stuffer Shack?
Stuffer Shack.
That's weird. Just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving for work when it happened. Okay.
Alright. She's subdued in some way?
That's the strange thing. There doesn't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body. Yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, won't know till I can run some tests back at the lab. Back at the lab.
Back at the lab. Alright. You're a little far from your franchise, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. Yuck, yuck. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity. So I told management I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. Okay.
Alright, what about magic?
Could be some magic. Now there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, whatever. He'll call in a full magical forensics team though, just to be sure.
I suppose that would be a thing that exists.
That would be a thing that exists, yeah, absolutely.
Alright, takes his liver and this woman's eyes. Alright.
What's up with that? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate.
You could speculate, but you
Speculate a
probably
little.
shouldn't.
Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Speaking of McCluskey, probably get going soon before he shows up.
I ain't scared of him.
I ain't
We
scared of
intimidated him with a strength check last time.
We sure did.
Officer Aguirre. Aguirre?
Aguirre.
Aguirre?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just
Aguirre.
not- Aguirre. Whatever.
Officer Ag.
Aggie. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around here after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aggie. Pleased to meet you. Now, Ian, as this crime scene's going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? Well, this is an awful nice officer.
I know. I wonder what he wants.
Tell me about the murder that took place. Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Well, I know that, too. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost.
I take it you and Jerkface aren't exactly pally.
Let's say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. That's what we just fucking said.
Yeah.
Alright. What about the Ripper? Ha, plenty if you ask McCluskey, but the truth is we're as clueless as you probably are. I'm not that clueless.
Yeah,
Wait, we are clueless, aren't we? Thanks for your time. Hey, hold on a minute. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund.
Okay, tell me about this bribe I'm about to pay.
Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list and let you know the next time we find any orphans you might be interested in.
I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans.
Excellent. Shall we say 300? What do you think? You gonna try and short him, or you gonna just
I mean,
pay
of
it up?
course, I'm gonna say 100 million.
He makes a face. Yeah, well, some orphans have more expensive tastes than others. 200, you can take it or leave it.
Fine, 200.
200's good. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. We get any useful new leads on the Ripper, we'll give you a call. Now we better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. Oh, good. Nice bribe.
I just bribed that police officer.
Oh, Elf. Hello, Elf.
Hello.
The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you have ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, formal jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile.
Hey, officer, what about this creepy guy over here? Could he be the murderer?
This clearly suspicious guy.
This
like I haven't
grizzled-looking elf wearing fucking throwback corner outfit. Anybody?
Anybody? Nobody sees this? Alright. Well, hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? That is the most suspicious question ever. Like, where are they... This creepy guy's like, where are they putting the body? I guess he could be, like, sexually attracted to bodies.
Whatever, the cops should probably get involved in that, too.
Yeah, who's asking? The elf giggles. I don't want to see a guy who looks like that giggling ever.
No.
A strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, I'm no one of consequence. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend the coroner.
Hey, this guy who knows suspiciously a lot about what's going on here is getting away.
Guys, anybody?
He's over there. Dresden looks up. Oop, and a grin spreads across his face. Need anything else? Any fascinating new leads?
You read the guy? He was right there.
Did you notice that guy?
He was
the guy
like 10
over there.
minutes away.
Like, he's right over there.
Like 10 feet.
Huh? Where? Dresden scans the spectators surrounding the crime scene. Well, he's gone now, you asshole. Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure. But that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf, huh? We'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around.
Alright, can we trust Aggie?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. But sleazy, sure. But I'd take Aggie's help over McDickface any day of the week.
Alright, so...
Thanks, guys. Also...
Better of two evils, I guess. Lying on the pavement, body's human female. There's a string of bite marks on her left arm.
Weird.
Hey, I noticed bite marks. You know anything about that, coroner guy?
Ah, completely unrelated. Appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley. Sometime after her death. Really?
I don't know if completely unrelated is where you should go with, like, anything. It's no big deal. It's completely unrelated.
It's fine. Those bite marks, no big deal. Post-mortem, it's fine.
We'll just walk down this way, then. Oh, yeah, we're trying to find Coyote.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Glad there's no trolls around here. I bet you are. Racist.
Looks like there's one, like, right here.
Oh, yeah, there is.
I guess he could be an orc.
He could be.
Oh, he's an orc.
Ah.
The orc before you wears a standard Stuffer Shack employee getup. The uniform
Stuffer
is well
Shack.
kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice you approach. Alright.
Well, let's be nice to this guy. Hey, friend. What's wrong, buddy?
No. The orc takes a deep breath before looking up. That's my friend on the pavement over there, Blind Lucy. We worked here 3 years. Well, she's blind now. He's got no eyes.
Yeah.
And now, well, I guess the Ripper got her.
Blind Lucy, eh? What's that all about?
Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear those huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago.
Any idea how?
No, she wouldn't talk much about it. Just called it her stroke of good luck. Guess that luck ran out. Nobody gets a free stroke of good luck.
New organs acquired under suspicious circumstances. There's no way that could come to bite you in the ass later.
Yeah. Anyone strange in the store? I see weird stuff every day. It's a Stuffer Shack, but no, nothing stranger than usual.
Just like a chain restaurant?
Yeah, the Stuffer Shack is kind of like a, God, what's it called?
Franchise?
Yeah, it's a franchise, but there are things that exist now that it's an example of. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like those little, you'll see them on like the sides of the highways and stuff. They have food, but it's kind of like a convenience store, but they also have random other shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I can't
like
know
a
the
truck
name
stop.
of it. Yeah, it's like a truck stop, but they've got a very specific name that I can't remember. Somebody in the comments help me out on that one. You got any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. The guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed a restraining order. That all seemed to die down a while ago, though. Alright, what'd you see? Here at the shack earlier today, I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers.
Thanks for your help. Sorry, buddy.
Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you?
In my own way.
Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mom gave it to her when she was in Denver. Anyways, you know how Lone Star is. All her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the seventh world awakens. I just thought you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up. I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much.
And if I can find it, I'll bring it to you.
Sounds like free karma. Let's go do that.
That sounds like the freest of karma.
Let's go steal evidence from a crime scene.
Whatever.
We're solving this crime. The police are never going to figure this out.
No.
You scan the ground near Lucy's body and spot a small wooden object, mostly hidden beneath the dead woman's hair. It must be the necklace Frank was talking about. A thin, broken cord trails off to one side. Must have snapped during the struggle. Hey,
Okay.
Aggie. How can I help you? I need this necklace. I
need
need this thing
this.
from the crime scene. If it'll help you, it means I won't be helping McCluskey.
He just gives it to us. He's like,
He is a terrible police officer.
whatever, he's great for us. Actually, in a roundabout way, he's a great police officer because he's letting the people who can handle the situation handle it.
That's true.
This is out of his league. It's like this random Shadowrunner. They could probably figure it out.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, Frank. We got your thing. Give me karma. Frank looks up at his approach. Were you able to find Lucy's necklace? Yes, it's here.
Right here. Took
As he
it.
takes the necklace from you, you can sense a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders. I'm glad I can do this for Lucy at least. Thank you, friend. I owe you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just make sure it doesn't end up in an evidence locker.
Yep. Alright. We're gonna step into the Royale here.
Did we get any karma for that?
We got some karma. Yeah, we got some karma. You got 5 karma right now.
Oh, we should probably raise our body. Is our body at a...
Our body's already
our
at a
body's
5.
at a 5. Then we should raise our strength.
Alright. Strength 5. Confirm. Alright, we're going to step on into the Royale, and I think that's a good place to cut this episode, and we'll handle the Royale in the next one.
Sounds like
Okay.
a blast.
Alright, we'll see you then.